Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for coming to a new joke night. It's hard to find a place to work on new jokes because, like, I feel like if someone is famous and they're working on new jokes, everyone gets excited because they're like, oh, we're part of the process. But then if you're not famous and you're working on new jokes, everyone's like, that's why you're not famous. That's what it is. That's just... So I had something happen to me the other day. I'm going to tell you the story, but part of it makes me uncomfortable, and I'll tell you why as well. So this is what happened to me the other day. So just for context, you know, I get asked my pronouns a lot, which is fine. I look like pronouns, you know. I look like all the pronouns. I get it. But recently, looking this gay, it's been getting increasingly awkward. Like, I fainted at the airport last weekend. And as I fainted, people started freaking out because they couldn't tell if I was a boy or a girl. So while I'm fainting, I hear people going, oh no, that woman, that boy, that's a woman, that's a boy, that's a woman, that's a boy, that's a woman, that's a boy, woman, boy, woman. They're arguing while I'm going down. And I try to say, it doesn't matter, I'm a girl, I don't care though, whatever. I was trying to say that, but in the state I was in, I just hit the ground going, I'm a bad girl, which... Now it sounds like I'm having, it's not a medical thing, it's like a gender exorcism, you know. I'm expecting to wake up with a priest over me just putting concealer under my eyes, like, thank you. So in real life, this woman kind of hovers over me and I came to and she was like, you're not a bad girl. You're not a bad girl, life is hard, we're all doing the best we can. I'm sure you're a good girl. Now, here's the thing. This makes me uncomfortable because I'm 40, right? So for the past 20 years of my life, I've been with women who I'd say I like very feminine women that are usually very stressed out at work, and women like that usually like to either be called a good girl or a bad girl in bed, okay? So I'm used to, I'd say 1 out of 6. It goes up if you're in the East Village or Park Slope or something. The more feminine, if they work in media, PR, anything creative, if they're kind of bad at work, they like to get called a good girl. If they're like a therapist or something, they like to be called a bad girl. That should ring true with more people, but I don't know if talking about this makes people uncomfortable, but it really shouldn't, considering how prevalent it is. So insecure, I guess, with my masculinity or something, I'm freaking out inside because I'm like, oh no, I don't want people thinking I call myself a bad girl. Like, what the fuck? So that's my main gripe afterwards. I was like, oh God, I don't want all those fucking people at the airport in Arkansas thinking I'm the submissive one in the relationship. And I said to my therapist, I said, I'm so embarrassed about this whole situation. And she was like, cause you fainted? And I was like, no, cause I broke character, okay? That's what it was. That's what it is. I just want them to know. I don't want them thinking I'm the type of gay where it's like we're both little man ones. I don't want that. Like, I don't want them thinking it's like two people that look like we make canoes. You know what I'm saying? I want them knowing I'm with someone that's a bad girl or a good girl, and now these fucking people at Terminal B in Arkansas at Delta don't have, you know, the vibe of me right. I really need to get over myself. Okay, so I'm sober. Maybe it'd be, thank you. Maybe it'd be better if I wasn't, but I appreciate that. I'm sober, and there's a real hierarchy in the addiction community. I was with a friend recently, and it's also whenever I'm with people that I know from like support groups, it's obvious we're either going to a support group or we're going to a bar. It's one of the two, because it's always like a very random, it's like a Wall Street guy, a priest, a sex worker, a fireman, and like a 16-year-old, and we're all hanging out, and it's like, are you guys going to rehab or coming from it? Because the only common denominator here is definitely going to be cocaine, like for sure. But the hierarchy is, I've heard people look down on Overeaters Anonymous, and I don't like that at all. And then the argument was, they're like, it's not the same, no one sucks dick under a bridge for a marshmallow. And so my response to that is this. First of all, you don't know everybody under a bridge, okay? Second, it doesn't matter what you do, it's why you do it. It can still wreck. I'm not saying that Twix have the same effect on your body as crack. I'm not saying that. But it can still cause the same level of inner turmoil where you're totally out of control, and I think they deserve the exact same amount of respect. Also, yeah, no one's sucking dick under a bridge for a marshmallow because marshmallows aren't as expensive as meth. If marshmallows were as expensive as meth, I'm telling you right now, we'd need more bridges. Like, I'd be under there myself. I'd be under there like, I love peeps, you know. All right, that's it. Thank you guys very much.